I've tried to do this before, but I'm sort of like 23 minutes, and I'm 2 days post my sinus operation, so I can breathe. I can breathe. Ah, it's so good. So I apologise. My eyes are really puffy, and I'm still really sore, and I'm so incredibly tired and not feeling terrific, but I can breathe. So, okay, 50 random facts because I'm bored and I want something to do. So that's why I'm doing this. Number one, I love animals. I always have, and I love all animals. Number two, I'm one of these strange people that really likes politics. Yeah, I don't understand American politics, but I get really frustrated with Australian politics. But I have a fascination for it. Number three, I have little tolerance for narrow-minded people. I won't say any more. Number four, I hate growing out my hair. Like, it's just good. But I'm going to give it a really good go. I've never really quite got this far before, so you just never know. Number five, I love that beauty is my new obsession. I just love exploring this new world of beauty that I just didn't know about. So love, love, love. Number six, I love kids, love babies, love little people of every kind. Number seven, I love my work. I'm one of those people who is truly blessed to be able to do what I do and love it. Number eight, I don't like grey days. It just doesn't make me feel good. Number nine, I love rainy days. I love hearing the rain on the roof. I don't like probably when I have to go out in it, but I do love rain. It just feels like it's washing away something and cleaning everything up. And don't you love it after the rain? Everything's crisp and fresh and beautiful. Number 10 is I love sunny days too. I love days like today where it's just blue sky. It's not hot, it's not cold, it's just beautiful. Number 11, I hate hot weather. Anyone who knows me knows I hate hot weather. Number 12, I love to ski, snow ski. I've been skiing since I was about 12, I think, and just love it. I've always loved to ski. First one down the mountain, that was me. Number 13, I don't do bathers in public anymore. I think one gets to a certain age where, I haven't been able to really find a pair that is flattering to my mature figure. Number 14, I forget how old I really am sometimes. I've got to pinch myself. I've actually got to look at myself in the mirror and realise that, I am this older person now. It's shocking. Number 15, I love to travel. I've always loved to travel. My first overseas trip was when I think I was 15. I went to New Zealand, and I love hopping on a plane. My first job was as a travel agent. Number 17, growing up for me was just two things, school and dance. I danced from the age of 5, and I did all types of dance. It really did take up a lot of my life. Number 18, I married my first and only love. Number 19, my first car was a dud. It was a Holden Tirana. I had it for 8 months. I ended up spending more money than I paid for it on repairs. I don't even think I got to work my first day with the car without it conking out. Needless to say, I've only ever had new cars ever since. Number 20, I don't like parties. I've never liked parties, maybe because in the 70s they were all about, there were rock parties and drugs and sex and alcohol, and that sort of wasn't really my scene. Number 21, I've got expensive taste, and do you know what? I can't afford my taste most of the time. Boo-hoo. Number 22, I love the ballet and I love the theatre. It's one thing I love being in a major city again after a long time, is that I'm a member of the Australian Ballet, and so I can go to the ballet and go to the theatre, and love going to the theatre. Number 23, my favourite movie of all time would probably have to be The Sound of Music. It was when I was about 5, I was the age of the littlest one in it, and my first dance concert that year was a song out of that, Raindrops on Roses and Whiskers on Kitten. Dry copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, round paper packages tied up with string. Yeah, these are a few of my favourite things. A close second, I think, is a more recent one. I love Patch Adams. Which leads me on to the next one, which is 24. I love true stories, whether that be in films or books. So I read a lot of biographies, and I love inspirational stories. You can get some fantastic movies and you just go, wow, there are some pretty horrid ones too, and you just think, wow, do people, really have to go through all that? I just find people's stories inspirational. Number 25, I'm a David Baldacci fan. I've read all of his books. I've got a few more recent ones actually too, but we as a family, my youngest daughter loves David Baldacci as well. My husband used to read David Baldacci. Number 26, my first concert was David Cassidy. I don't remember what year that was. I think it was about 1972. I think I was 12. David Cassidy. Number 27, probably my favourite artist of all time has been Elton John. I've seen Elton everywhere. Sydney, Melbourne, Athens. We arrived in Athens one day, and we found out he was playing that weekend, and so we had to get tickets. So we spent half a day in Athens trying to figure out how you buy concert tickets. But it was the best concert, and we were so close we could reach out and touch him. It was fantastic. The downside is that it was music that my husband and I both shared, so I find a lot of it painful now. So I've had to erase a lot of it because I can't listen to it. ABBA. I was an ABBA fan. Who wasn't, probably. But Agnetha has just released a new album, which is fantastic. So I'm sort of discovering new music. So it's forcing me to do that, which is really good. Number 29, I don't speak another language, but I wish I did. Don't you love how people talk in a foreign language and you just kind of go, wow, like, how do people talk in different languages? I don't know. But anyway. Number 30, I've always wanted to live and work in a different country. That has never gone away from me, and I still will, actually. It's still on my list of things to do. When I was in England last year, I sort of looked into it then. I'm lucky being part of the Worldwide Anglican Communion. I can apply for jobs elsewhere. So I've been toying with the Caribbean, bit warm though. I've looked at the eastern side of Canada, Montreal, those sorts of places. I want to live somewhere where it snows. I just want that experience. I've also looked at, England. So England, Canada, and recently I did look at Alaska, because they don't have a lot of priests there, but it's a little bit remote, a lot of those places. And, no, I don't think I really want to be that remote and that snowbound. So, all right, so that's what I live. Number 31, I can wait for grandkids. My kids have got to wait to have their kids until I've got this work thing out of my system. Number 32, I love cooking shows, and I don't watch a lot of TV, but I like cooking shows because they kind of inspire me, I guess. And a show that I used to really enjoy watching was The Amazing Race, because I got to travel I got to travel virtually. Number 33, I love to be pampered. Who doesn't love to be pampered? But I've only recently discovered over the last few years, these day spas and, facials and massages and, and my bubble baths now, and love, love. Number 34, I was not the stay-at-home mum type at all. And that was a real big shock to me, actually, because I thought I always would be, but no, definitely not. No, drove me insane. Had to get out. Number 35, I don't do public transport. I drive, and I drive myself. I don't even like to be a passenger. Might be a control thing, but there are a few reasons for that. Number 36, love technology. My husband used to call me the gadget girl. So if there was anything new come out, I'd have to have it. Love technology. Aren't we lucky we live in this technological world today? But do you know what? It's a real pain in the butt when it doesn't work properly, like my internet service at the moment. Number 37, I'm a fussy eater. Never liked my veggies, unfortunately. Could never be a vegetarian. Number 38, I have never, ever dieted in my life, and I don't think I ever will. I've always subscribed to healthy eating as a general rule, but I don't always eat healthily. Number 39, I can't sing. I wish I could. It'd be really big help in my line of work, but I can't. Number 40, I hate routine. I hated the whole 9-to-5 job. Again, it's why I love what I do, because my days are not... There's a bit of routine in my job. I think there is in every job, but every day is a different day for me. Number 41, I'm short. I'm so short. I'm 5'1", and that means I'm going to get shorter as I get older and shrink. But I don't like high heels. My feet don't cope with high heels, so I've got to have just a incy-wincy heel. Number 42, I love sport. I love tennis, so Wimbledon's on at the moment. I love the French Open. I go to the Australian Open when it's on here. I love soccer, so the Socceroos, and we're in the World Cup. I love the cricket, and I love the Olympics, both summer and winter. They were both on my bucket list, but I've been to the Sydney Olympics, so I need to go to a winter one now. Number 43, I love how people are so generous when you're sick, and they just arrive with cards or flowers or food, and it always blows me away how kind and generous people are. Number 44, I suffered a trauma depression in 2006, which gave me memory loss. I don't remember a lot. I've got huge gaps in my life around about that time, which doctors say will never probably ever come back. I was in hospital for 5 weeks. I was off work for about 4 months, and then I was on reduced time for about 2 months. And but I was only on medication for about 12 months, I think. So I didn't know there was such a thing as depression induced by a trauma. But yeah, so, and I sort of suffered a relapse, obviously, when my husband left with his friend. Number 45, Greece is my favourite country in the world. Maybe it's because the first place, very foreign place I went to, it's the place I've spent the most time, I think, in travelling, and I've been all over, all the Greek islands, all the mainland, both sides. I've driven the length and breadth of it and stayed in people's houses and love Greece. Number 46, I hate snakes. I have a real genuine fear of snakes. Can't even look at them in a book. I also have a fear of heights that is rather genuine, but it's never stopped me doing anything. So feel the fear and do it anyway. Number 48, I love meeting people. I love meeting new people. I don't have any problem with conversation, usually. Number 49, I'm spontaneous. I'm very spontaneous. I've ended up on overseas trips within days because I've just felt the urge to go. In the things that I do, I'm very spontaneous. I change things at the drop of a hat. Frustrating for some people, but it's never dull. It's never dull. I don't like to be dull. And my last thing, number 50, I suppose I'm thankful that I feel so blessed in my life. I've got friends, family, people around me, and YouTube. Who would have thought this wonderful virtual world would become a new avenue of meeting new friends and gaining, strength in relationships and friendships. So thanks, guys. It's been a blast, and I'm so grateful for you. So thanks for listening, and I'll catch you next time when I'm looking a little better and not quite so sick. Okay, thanks. Bye.